The New Neighbors. Molly lives in a small house in a quiet street. She bought her house 20 years ago when it was new. Jim and Iris Watterson bought the house next to Molly's at the same time. They were good friends and good neighbors for 20 years, but now the Wattersons' townhouse was empty. Jim and Iris have moved to Florida to live near their daughter and grandchildren. I hope my new neighbors are as nice as Jim and Iris, thought Molly. I will be very upset if some young people buy the house. They will be noisy. They might have children. They might have pets. A few days later, a moving truck parked outside the house next door. Molly stood at the window of her living room and watched. She saw sofas, armchairs, tables, chairs, and beds go into the house. She saw the moving men carry many boxes into the house. Then she saw a little bicycle. It was pink. A man carried it to the garden behind the house. Oh no, she thought. A child. Next, the man carried a red bicycle into the garden. It was bigger than the pink bicycle, but it was too small for an adult. Another child. Shouting. Screaming. I don't want to live next door to children. Molly looked at her watch. It was time to go to the community center. Every Friday, there was a party at the community center. Gustav Bayer was performing. He was a fantastic comedian. When he was younger, he was very famous. He performed shows all around the world. Now he retired, but he still loved acting. So, he would perform free shows at hospitals, nursing homes, and community centers. Molly put on her coat. She grabbed her bag and left her house. She locked the door and hurried down the street. Men were still moving boxes and furniture from the truck. I don't know if I'll enjoy the party today, Molly thought. I'm not happy. I love my home. I love my quiet street, but now there will be noisy children. Everything will change. Molly was very surprised when she arrived at the community center. Gustav Bayer wasn't there. Mr. Bayer can't attend today, the community center manager said to everyone. He's extremely busy. His friend will be here instead. Please enjoy the party. The party was lovely. But Molly thought Gustav Bayer's performance was the best. After the party, she returned home. The trucks had gone, and everything was very quiet. Before Molly went to bed, she went outside to put some garbage in the garbage bin. It was very dark. There were lights on in the house next door. Molly could hear a piano. The music sounded beautiful. She walked over the fence and looked at the house next door. The lights were on in the house, and she could see inside. I guess they have not had time to hang curtains yet, she thought. She could see many boxes on the floor of the living room. She could see a grand piano, but she could not see who was playing it. The next day, someone rang the doorbell, and Molly went to answer it. She was very surprised. Gustav Bear was there. "Good morning," he said. "I am your new neighbor." "You," said Molly. "I thought it was a family with children." "I saw the bicycles, a pink one and a red one." "Oh," said Mr. Bear, "they are my grandchildren's bicycles. Sometimes they come to visit on Sundays. It is nice for them to have something to do at my house. If they have nothing to do, they get bored and very noisy. Most of the time there will only be me living there. I'm sorry. It will be very quiet. I think maybe you like to have children and pets next door." "Oh, no." "No," said Molly. "Please, come in and have a cup of tea. I saw you have no curtains yet. Maybe I can help you. I want you to be happy in your new home." Molly helped Mr. Bear hang curtains in his new home. "Thank you for helping me," said Mr. Bear. "Now the house looks nice." She smiled at Mr. Bear and said, "I'm so glad you'll be living next door, Mr. Bear. I was worried about having noisy children and pets disrupting the peace and quiet of our street." Molly and Mr. Bear became good friends. On Sundays, Mr. Bear's grandchildren sometimes came to visit. They were 7 and 5 years old. "May the children play in your garden?" asked Mr. Bear. "Yes, of course," said Molly. She liked the children. They were not loud or noisy. From that day, Molly and Mr. Bear became very good neighbors. After a while, they got married.
The end. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. Share your thoughts in the comments.